Hello and welcome to Last Week in AWS. I'm Corey Quinn. If you have not caught it yet, you can visit my newly launched platform, I suppose, at artificialconfidence.com. Picture this as Last Week in AWS for the AI era. More to come in the weeks ahead. Now let's see what AWS got up to last week for our amusement. Announcing general availability of Amazon EC2 M3 Ultra Mac instances. Yes, you read that right. M3 Ultra launched after M4 Max because Apple's naming chaos has officially metastatized into AWS. Yours for a cool $9,100 a month on a 24-hour minimum in a Mac Studio configuration Apple won't even sell you at retail. Exclusivity. That's the word marketing uses when they mean expensive. Amazon EventBridge Scheduler adds 619 new SDK API actions, including Lambda managed instances. 619 new API actions in a single announcement? Because apparently restraint is for people who don't bill by the call. What the hell is this? Redshift launches RG instances powered by AWS Graviton. That's right, Graviton nodes that are 2.4x faster at 30% lower price per vCPU, and quietly murders Spectrum's per terabyte scanning fees in the process. This is the part where you go check to see if Redshift Spectrum exists or if I made it up to keep you on your toes. Route 53 Domains adds support for 34 new top-level domains, including .app, .dev, and .health. ICANN has more domains, and it only took AWS a decade to let you decide to buy them. It has been a decade. Yes, also includes .zip and .move, which security teams will adore, given how those TLDs blur the line between website and thing your CFO just double-clicked. Progress. ENA Express for EC2 instances now supports traffic between availability zones. 5 times a single flow bandwidth between AZs at no extra cost. Either someone in Seattle hit their head or they finally noticed that cross-AZ data transfer fees already extract enough blood from your wallet. Faster packets, same eye-watering 2 cents per gigabyte toll booth at the AZ border. Your distributed database thanks you, your invoice still hates you. Streaming CloudWatch metrics to VPC-based OpenTelemetry collectors using Lambda. Customers want to escape third-party observability fees so badly they'll architect a Rube Goldberg machine of metric streams, Lambda transformations, and self-hosted collectors to do it. 6 AWS services duct-taped together to avoid one Datadog invoice. The math probably works out, which is the truly depressing part. How Hotel Trader caught inter-AZ costs 95% and latency by 49% with Valkey Glide on Amazon Elasticache. It turns out the secret to cutting your bill is not letting AWS silently charge you 2 pennies per gig to shuffle bytes between buildings in the same data center complex. Hotel Trader saved $12,000 a month by teaching their client which replica is geographically adjacent. Inter-AZ transfer fees remain the cloud's most lucrative geography lesson for the second time of this episode. Introducing Claude Platform on AWS, Anthropic's native platform through your AWS account. And I have to say, the pricing for this is absurd. There's Claude compute units, which are 1 penny each and are never discounted, which in turn winds up becoming this weird juxtaposition that then you can get discounts by working directly through Anthropic, and that won't change the pricing, but it'll reduce the number of Claude compute units. My God, there's a more straightforward conversion rate at Dave & Buster's. What is this? Amazon CloudFront Premium flat rate pricing plan now supports higher configurable usage allowances. That's right. Honestly, flat rate pricing from AWS feels like spotting a unicorn at a Waffle House. The premium tier now scales to 600 terabytes a month, which sounds great until you remember that the entire point is that you stop having to do math that AWS spent 20 years training you to obsessively perform. Scalable cross-cloud data migration to Amazon S3 with distributed rclone. That's right, a blog post explaining how to move 2.7 petabytes out of IBM Cloud for $2,000 in compute. Conspicuously absent is the S3 ingress bill, which is free, and the IBM egress bill, which is decidedly not. Still, the cheapest please leave letter IBM customers will receive this quarter. Dirty Frag and other issues in Amazon Linux kernels. That's right, another entry in the Dirty Noun kernel vulnerability cinematic universe, this time with bonus IPsec module disabling for that authentic 3 a.m. pager experience. The mitigation config file is literally named copyfail2, which tells you exactly how confident the kernel folks are that this is the last one. Sleep tight, ops teams. Another CVE, remote code execution via unsafe class loading in the Amazon Redshift JDBC driver. Turns out that driver's been moonlighting as a remote code execution vector whenever someone tampers with a connection string. Patch immediately, then go have the uncomfortable conversation about why your connection URLs were ever attacker influenceable in the first place. Sympathies to whoever's week just evaporated. Fragnesia local privilege escalation report via ESP and TCP in the Linux kernel. Security researchers have officially run out of cute names, so we're now at Fragnesia, the one bug you forgot you have until it roots your box. Amazon Linux dodges this one by virtue of not shipping the vulnerable module, which is the security equivalent of avoiding food poisoning by not eating. Patch anyway. Ongoing updates on copy.fail and its delightful variants. Nothing kicks off a Wednesday like a kernel privilege escalation trifecta with branding so aggressive it needs its own marketing budget. Copy.fail, Dirty Frag, and Fragnesia all sound like a Berlin techno lineup, but they're actually why your ops team is canceling dinner plans through May 26th. Pour one out for whoever maintains the patching spreadsheet. Issues with SageMaker Python SDK, model artifact integrity verification issues, storing your HMAC signing key as a plaintext environment variable returned by describe APIs is the security equivalent of taping your house key to the front door with a note saying definitely not a key. The bonus round is the Triton happily deserializing unverified pickle files because of course it does. Patch your SDKs, rebuild your models, and apologize to your SOC. And that's what happened last week in AWS. Thank you for tolerating me. Please stick around and remember to check out artificialconfidence.com. If you really want that to have a podcast component, let me know.